It's Week 15 of the 2026 season. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' reigning league MVP. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Raiders.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And he is, without any question at all, the focal point of this offense. Had an unbelievable game running the football last time out. And we're not just talking about little scampers here and there for 5 or 10 yards. We're talking about big, long, explosive, field-flipping runs. And that's something this defense is well aware of.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 5. Flush to his right. Gets around him, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Throwing to start the drive. Barber flushed out right. And this is caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Looking to throw. Barber rolling to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Throwing to start the drive. Barber. He'll let this go for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Adams. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game.
I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Throwing to start the drive. Barber forced out to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's already accounted for 4 touchdowns in this first half, 3 in the air, 1 on the ground as his guys start with a first down.
Throwing to start the drive. Barber dancing to his left. Open man right side, Myers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Barber being chased out left.
And he'll get this one to Cooper complete.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Throwing to start the drive. Barber escaping the pressure right. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And now off to the races down the right side.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Jacoby Myers.
70 yards. And the Raiders extend their lead yet again.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
He hasn't been sacked all game, and there's an example as to why. Evaded the pressure, got out of the pocket, but even with the extra time, it doesn't translate into a completion.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. Now he's loose again, and he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
That's good for Las Vegas.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Looking to throw. Barber.
Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
It's Myers again with another catch.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
They'll look to throw again. On the move to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Raiders are pouring it on. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
He took it in from a yard out the last time they had the ball. He'll start here with a first down.
Throwing to start the drive. Barber. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
It's been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the third quarter. Open man is Myers. And they work this out past the 25.
And with that last throw, the record comes into focus as he has now gone over 500 passing yards in this game alone. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Barber steps away to his left.
That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. Big strides, look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end, not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right.
Pass complete right side to Bowers.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And the passing numbers are just dizzying at this point. That last completion is going to put him over 600 yards now for the game as he just continues to do whatever he wants when he drops back to pass.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Looking to throw. Barber buying time to his left. He hits Adams complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
But Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD, but of course that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points, and my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Barber forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Las Vegas's offense back out there ready to go. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating?
And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching the second half.